dude. It's ugly boy dude. It's ugly boy dude. It's ugly boy dude. It's ugly boy beats.
Man, we finally get to do it. Man, a lot of people don't know, man. We had talked about this, making this channel way before the channel even got made. And I was like, I wanted you to be my first interview. And a lot of people don't know, we're really busy here at ROTC.
We are very busy.
All right, so for people who don't know about this channel, it's pretty much just to expound on the leadership and the talent that we have here at Tuskegee and my military experience, which you are a part of that. It's an honor and pleasure to have you. You're a ROTC leader. You lead people on a daily basis, and also people look up to you outside of the military and ROTC. Without further ado, what is your name?
My name is Hector Hernandez.
Okay, so where are you from?
Well, I was born in New York, but I was raised in New Jersey.
Okay, so New Jersey is pretty much home for you. That's where it's at. Do you like it?
I like it. I like it. I was raised there, so I gotta love it. You know, I love the culture over there. You know,
yeah.
Stuff is wrong.
It pretty much made you who you are.
That's true.
Okay, so what are the pros and cons about New Jersey?
Well, I say Jersey is the people and the taxes. You know, the taxes are very high over there. but I say like the pro of it is just like the city lights. You get me? It's beautiful atmosphere. If you go to Hoboken, you can see the view of New York. So you have beautiful sites where you can see views and stuff. And
nice.
The food, amazing.
Amazing food?
Amazing food.
What's your favorite food in New Jersey?
I mean, you could say if you go back to New York, you could say the pizza, the Philly cheesesteak. You get me? Cause I'm Latino, so basically I got experience in Jersey is like Latino food, like Mexican food, like that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And I'm glad you said that, because you being Latino and like coming from that type of background here at Tuskegee, it's a whole different perspective that you see, right? And so we'll talk about that as well. But right now, we spoke about it. You are a sophomore, correct?
Yes, sir.
What is your major? My
major is supply chain management.
Okay, so I always ask this question, by the way. Why did you choose supply chain management?
They say God works in mysterious ways. So like Miss Toya Dean, I didn't know what major to pick, right? And she was like basically my advisor. So she said, you should do supply chain management. I just knew I wanted to do business major. And she was like, I was like, okay, let's run with it. So I ran with it.
Yeah, no doubt. And shout out to Miss Dean, man. She's a fantastic person. Okay, so you got supply chain management. You told us why you do it. So do you like it?
Yeah, so far I like it. I'm loving the aspects of it. I'm loving business.
All right.
Pretty good.
So you being a sophomore, obviously for those who don't know, he's been in the college for a couple years. What was the transition like for you from high school to college?
I mean, wow. I mean, when I was back in high school, I'm gonna keep it 100. I did not think I was going to college. That was the first thing, but it was just like my senior year, something popped off that I wanted to be a naval officer, so it just popped off in my dream. So it became something that was part of me, because I went to Newport, Rhode Island, and you know that's where the officers are. So that's when I saw that, and I wanted to have that. But basically, that transition was like, well, I came here by myself. You get me? Like most people come to college with their parents and stuff. So imagine me, I had never flown, like flew in a plane or something. So I came here in a plane and I was confused. I got out the airport, I was like, it was quiet. And you know, I'm used to the city, so you used to like noise and stuff. It was dead quiet. I was like, oh, it really got real. And I remember when I came here to Tuskegee, the welcoming I got, I just walked, and it was a Lorenzo. He came, he was one of those student leaders. That he was like, you came all the way alone? I said, yeah. Yeah, and he basically gave me his number and everything, and he like welcomed me. And I felt like this is where I belong, here.
Man, most definitely. And Tuskegee has a very great culture of that. The school, especially, like people tend to stick together. Shout out to Lorenzo, by the way. He is our Mr. Tuskegee right now. So very fantastic guy. So shout out to him. All right, so you mentioned pretty much your path to get to Tuskegee, right? Let's rewind that a little bit. When you were in high school, You didn't even imagine coming to college. So how did you get a scholarship in order to fly all the way to Tuskegee?
So I was a JROTC, right? So that's basically Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, you could say. And there I basically hold up leadership positions. You basically grow your leadership and learn stuff. So then my senior chief selected me to go to leadership academy, right? So then that's where OCS is. So that's where the officers are trained. So you always see them get screamed at, or you always see them doing PT in the morning. And then you saw over there was a swole school, so you saw the people all studying. So I was like, in my mind, I was like, I want to be an officer, like in my mind. But it didn't grow to it. Then my senior year came, and I remember Chief Keto came to me. He says, I see you. I think you could be a naval officer, right? And that hasn't stopped in my mind. Like, I want to be a naval officer. So I applied to 15 scholarships. You get me? 15 scholarships. I remember telling my teachers, I'm not going to college. I'm not going to college. And look at me now. I remember. They're like, you see, I told you were going to college. So I applied to 15 scholarships. And no scholarship got me in those 15. So then I did 5 more. Like, I kept going. You get me? Because being a naval officer is not a goal for me. It's a dream for me. So then I kept going. Then I remember at first, Tuskegee, it said no. Then I got it. Then I remember the lieutenant. It was Lieutenant George at the time. He called me. He said, "You got the scholarship." That was life changing because I'm a first generation college student. Like this meant like the world to my family because this is where everything starts. Also, I was the first one who ever got that in my JRTC in Passaic, so I was making history just within it alone.
Yes, sir, man. You, like I said, I see the passion in your eyes as you speak. You talk with conviction because you also know how much weight it is, right? And you touched on it a little bit, but what is your motivation to keep going each and every day? You applied more than 15 times. What is your motivation?
My motivation, number one, is being that example to my little sisters. My little sisters, to me, are everything to me. I want to show them that anything they put their mind to, they could do it. Like I always say, dream big, work hard. You gotta sacrifice, you gotta grind, but most importantly, keep that big heart where you can push forward. Number two is my mom and dad. They have put all sacrifices, all life, working sometimes 3 jobs, 2 jobs to provide us and give us what we need and want. So I want to repay them and say thank you. This is my way to say thank you to them. Number 3 is basically make history. You get me? Like show anybody, any kid from Passaic, any kid from a small town background that anything is possible if you work hard, dream big, and most importantly, keep that big heart to push through in life.
Yes, sir, man. And your core values also just ooze out of you. So what are some of the core values? Just give me 3 core values that you live by. Like that might be honor, courage, commitment. I don't care. That might be cliche. You know what I'm saying? Or that might be loyalty, integrity, or work hard. So what are 3 core values that you see in yourself?
I say humility, courage, and you can say grind.
And grind. I like it, man. I like it. So we talk off camera a lot, man. You was also talking about one of the books that you were reading, the Navy SEAL, right? So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I still haven't finished it because I'm still in the process of it. But David Goggins to me is a pure inspiration. You get me? He comes from a low background and he raised up to the top. He raised up to the standard. He wants to teach people. You could be all the way down here, and you could rise all the way up to above the standard. So that book so far I have related to it completely. So it's helped me even grow myself while I do stuff. Right.
So those who don't know who David Goggins is, he is a retired Naval SEAL chief who started pretty much with a dollar and a dream. And then he rose his way through the ranks, and then he actually did reach his goals. And his book is called Can't Hurt Me. And I love that book. I read that book. So if those watching this, go check out that book. All right. So now we're at Tuskegee, right? You made it. You found Lorenzo, and you're pretty much telling me the biggest pro about Tuskegee is the people and the welcoming atmosphere. So what is one con that Tuskegee has?
I say one con is just, you could say sometimes when you like a service something, you go to the financial aid or something, sometimes it's hard to get through to them from a simple phone call. So that's like that's the problem with Tuskegee. I can say that.
Yeah, man, financial down at Kresge Center, you know, and God bless the women down there and the men that work down there, because customer service is hard, right? And it does take special patience. So I know they're doing the best they can, and we do appreciate all the work that they do. But if we could get a simpler method, hopefully it gets worked out to get our finances handled. So now that you're here at Tuskegee, obviously you're doing great things. What is one of your goals that you haven't accomplished yet that you want to accomplish by the time you graduate?
I mean, to me, there's only one goal, one dream, and it's simple: become a naval officer. That's my dream. That's my dream. I established it. That's the only thing I have in my mind.
Hey, shoot! A lot of people don't understand the gift of focus. Focus is that razor sharp ability to get the job done. And as long as you keep that, man, no doubt in my mind, you're going to be crossing that stage with tears running down your face,
yes, sir,
because you accomplished your dream, not your goal.
My dream.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So your ROTC experience here, obviously I know what you do, but for the people that don't know what you do, what do you do here at ROTC?
Well, here in ROTC, we have many billets. So in those billets they put us in for grow leadership. So I've been a squad leader. Also, I've been a drill team commander, which was the best experience so far I've had in leadership. It has taught me a lot. It has taught me how to work with people, how to be under pressure, under stress. Because being in that billet, you have to send lots of emails, send lots of stuff. So I say ROTC has even grown me more as a leader than I thought it was gonna be, like similar to JROTC, right? Very similar, but here is just me putting, but also it helps me see the flaws I have as a leader, so it has helped me grow.
Okay, no doubt. So you mentioned some things about the growth and you mentioned the flaws. So what are some areas of strength that you see in yourself as a leader?
I say the areas of strength, I'm very motivational. I'm very push forward.
Yeah, you do communicate. That's one thing about you. What is one area of improvement in yourself as a leader?
I say improvement is just that when I say stuff, I don't like repeating myself like many times when the thing was established. It just gets to my head, and I'll be like I said that already. I think I should just answer the question and stuff, something simple like that. But that's why I say a flaw I have. That's one of the flaws I have.
Yeah, most definitely. So that's the other side of communication, right? Sometimes you can never overly communicate, but we do get tired of overly communicating. I guess that'll be one of the things. Okay, so how is ROTC, the Tuskegee ROTC? How do you feel about being here? Do you like it?
I mean, I love it. I love it. Like I told you, I had the billets here. The people here, they're so nice. Like they teach you stuff. Sample, I had the sale. The sale will teach me his workouts and stuff, how to improve, because he wants to be a SEAL. I also have the mind of me becoming a Navy SEAL also. So it's a good connection with people. Like you talk, they will always help you. You need help with the essay, here is a strong community here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I think it's because it's the size of it, right? It's very tight knit. And for the people who don't know, I only been at Tuskegee. This is my first year, right? And then I told myself, I humble myself, right? I do the uniform inspections. I show up on time. I do the best I can, and also provide guidance where I could. So yeah, man, that's awesome. So now we're going to talk about a few more things. The first thing I want to talk about right now is if you could give advice to a young man, a young woman coming to Tuskegee University, what would that advice be?
I say that advice is come with the sole purpose of what you're doing. You come in here to get your degree, right? You come in here to do whatever you want to do in the future, but come with the sole purpose what you're coming for, a college degree. Because you see Tuskegee doesn't have a much large graduation rate, if people notice. But the sole reason is because people get so caught up on partying and stuff like come with a sole reason, come with that focus and purpose. But have fun. It's college. It's college. Something like you gotta have fun, go crazy, you know, boom, boom, boom. You know, dance around, you know.
Dance around.
Well, you get me? But come with that sole purpose and focus that you're here for a reason. And yeah, your family is probably what you have accomplished so far, because not many people go to college. You get me? So you gotta come here, grind out, and bring a success within yourself.
Most definitely. You hit all the nails on the head. No need to rebuttal. All right. So the very last question I want to talk to you about is so we got to take mandatory courses. A lot of people don't know that about ROTC. You have to take some mandatory courses. Now it's going to be 4 mandatory courses: the Calculus 1, Calculus 2, Physics 1, Physics 2 with the labs. So my question to you is, how has your experience been with mathematics? And I know you haven't took a physics yet, but you will.
Well, math has always been a struggle for me. It has always been a struggle for me. You get me? Since high school, since here, I knew that was gonna be my biggest struggle once I came to NROTC. I knew that, like, right away. Like, you have to know what's gonna be a struggle, right? Everybody knows what's a struggle right away. You could tell, but it was a struggle for me. So I had to do tutoring, to go to the teacher's office hours, this and that. But it came out paying off on long term. So like, what I want to tell you is that you're gonna have stuff that's gonna struggle you a lot. You get me? But you have to find ways, figure out that little bumpy road to find the accomplishment within it. So I've been in calc, I was struggling so hard, and Omari, which I had an interview yesterday with, I recall, he used to help me a lot, and he taught me how to do my integrals, my derivatives, everything. Then I shocked myself to seeing myself achieving high grades in exams, like A in a final. Like, I never expected me to hold up that standard. Like, I thought I was gonna get like a F or C, but my standards is different. Like, I want to be a straight A student. You get me? I want to shoot for the stars 4.0. So that experience, like, of mathematics taught me, like, I'm capable of doing whatever. You get me? I just got to put my mind to it and grind out with it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Omari. Very excellent guy. He helped me with my math myself. So shout out to Omari. And I see it, man. You're going to accomplish everything you set your mind to. I want to say thank you for coming out and doing this interview. You're a fantastic person. You're going to be a fantastic officer because you're willing to learn and listen and grow. And as long as you keep those, I see you doing great things.
Nah, thank you. I appreciate you. Can I say one last thing?
Go ahead.
One last thing I want to tell you is never be afraid to do anything in life. You get me? I want you to push forward, grind out, whatever you're going through. You get me? Just know there's a bigger light ahead. Keep the grind. Like Dave Goggins say, stay hard.
All right. Catch you next time, man.
All right. Thank you.